ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì wojire ilẹ̀ yìí ilẹ̀ ẹ̀yà lèkìtì ṣe oyè báyìí mọ̀ tó bóyin gbìyànjú sílẹ̀ kámúbàrún olèkìtì ayé mi ń jẹ́ jùyà. Èkìtì lọ́mọ olúṣù àrògùrò bẹ̀wọ̀ ọmọ olóṣè méjì takọtabo. Ìgbélárugẹ oúnjẹ àgbẹ̀dàgbàsókè lóríko. Èkìtì ní alára ọgbà ẹ̀dá òye. Ìṣèjọba kan dára ògbáyé gbádùn ara wò. Èkìtì ní alára ọgbà ẹ̀dá òye. Ìgbélárugẹ àṣà àti ìṣe àtúnṣe bí ìgbafẹ́. Èkìtì ní alára ọgbà ẹ̀dá òye.
When Governor Biodun Oyèbánjí appointed a technical advisor on Green Economy and Ecological Management, it was not just another political appointment, but a deliberate, well-thought-out response to both real and imagined ecological challenges plaguing the land and people whose welfare he has sworn to cater for. Little wonder, in a space of 3 years, the many interventions in the management of the environment through partnerships and governmental agencies are already recording lasting impact in several communities across the state. These testimonials are heartwarming as the ambitious projects are hitting the right targets. This is our focus on Ekiti on the Move this week. As usual, let's have a news highlight, quick takes, and then we'll let you into the story of Ekiti's ecological renewal. In focus this week, building ecological resilience through visionary partnerships.
Ekiti State is a land of inherent beauty, but with its beauty comes a profound responsibility. For years, the state grappled with the annual threat of devastating floods and the relentless creep of erosion. However, under the visionary leadership of Governor Biodun Oyèbánjí, a new narrative is being written. A narrative not of disaster, but of deliberate, proactive, and sustainable management of the environment. This is the story of strategic partnerships, judicious use of funds, and a commitment to a greener future. At the strategic heart of Governor Oyèbánjí's environmental vision is the Office of the Technical Advisor on Green Economy and Ecological Management. This office is created to ensure that every development initiative in the state is built on the foundation of sustainability. But vision without resources remains a dream. Governor Biodun Oyèbánjí's administration understood that tackling ecological challenges requires significant financial muscle. The strategy was clear: leverage every available avenue. The funding for this project is a strategic mix. Several projects are funded strictly from the state government's allocation of the Federal Ecological Fund. Furthermore, the state has forged strong partnerships with the Ecological Project Office of the federal government. For these interventions, the Ekiti State government does not merely receive funds. It provides its counterpart funding in full and manages every kobo judiciously. By blending these resources, the administration has built a considerable arsenal to make a real, lasting impact on the lives and livelihoods of the people. This strategic approach allows for targeted, high-impact interventions that go beyond the main roads and into the hearts of communities. Projects that may not be visible to the entire city, but are lifelines to the people who live there. Take, for example, a site very close to a canal that serves as access to a community. The primary target was to repair the culvert, but after clearing the area, a massive gully was discovered, over 4 meters deep and 52 meters wide. In settlements like this, such a gully would only expand with the rain, but the state intervened. The gully was repaired, concrete work was completed, and community access was fully restored.
Ìdọ̀jú kọ àkọjú sí ló gbà kọ òkègbè àgbàrá gbogbo ìlera pátápátá làgbàrá gbọ́ sí ìjọ mẹ́ta ìlòkètèlé àbá ẹgbọ́n mi nínú ìlera adópẹ́ lọ́jọba ẹ̀bá ó ṣe yàrá gudugudu méje wẹ̀ àyàrá mẹ́fà adópẹ́ lọ́rẹ̀ omi ìdẹ̀já léra mọ́ àgbàlá láfíà.
Àtọ̀ tó gbòògì ọdún mọ̀tẹ́ ládùúgbò torí kété bí wọn gbóni lóògbé mọ̀kọ́lé síbẹ̀ omi mọ̀dúpẹ́ lọ́jọba ẹ̀bá ò ọ̀rẹ́ a máa lọ síwájú arọ́ lòrà lọ alùpùpù gíga tó bọ̀ sí ju yìí ni torí omi ibẹ̀ kọ́ bá wọ́ súlẹ̀ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́ édè mi níbẹ̀ nínú pálọ̀ òdìdí ijọ́ méjì ṣé mẹ́ta gan mọ̀tẹ̀ ya sá mọ́tíráàsì mi lẹ́ta tó mọ̀dúpẹ́ lọ́jọba ìbáwọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ a máa lọ síwájú.
Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àdúgbò yìí especially ní àràǹdí ìyanu ni because tẹ́lẹ̀ omi ò jẹ́ ká gbádùn rárá in fact ó tó ṣe ìgbà mo máa wò pé ìjọba tó wá máa ṣe kíni á jẹ́ ìjọba tí ó ní àfojú tó fẹ́ràn aráàlú lísì ni wípé tí òjò yẹn bá ti rọ̀ gan-an tá heavy gan-an tí gbogbo ojú títì máa kún kó tó bíi 20 minutes nílò omi mọ́ o bọ̀ gbogbo inú ilé wa kún fún omi àṣẹ wa máa gbọ́ omi di ọjọ́ kejì ni o in fact ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù tó wà ń bì ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù mi bì àìmọye ọjà tó ti bàjẹ́ bẹ̀ millions of naira ni ó wá lójú àwọn ọjà tí mò ń kó síbẹ̀ mi ò kí ń ta àwọn bí wardrobe àwọn kíní wọ̀nyẹn mi ò ń ta nù bẹ̀ mọ́ because ó ti bà many things jẹ́ bọ̀ wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run in fact ní àná mo ní láti drive down pé kí n sáré wá síbi pé mo fẹ́ wo bí omi bí ṣe máa rí àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n parọ́ mọ́ bí ni pé bí ni omi ń bàjẹ́ láti ọjọ́ yẹn tó ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ ti wà báyẹn a lè kó anything sínú ṣọ́ọ̀bù wa láti ta ọjà wa bó ṣe wù wá a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìjọba báwo wọ́n ṣe gan ni àlàáfíà ti jọba o omi ò wọnú ilé wa mọ́.
These projects are a practical demonstration of Mr. Governor's 6-point agenda, particularly improving infrastructure within both the urban metropolis and also the rural area. This, as you know, is a major road in Ado-Ekiti. This is the Ado-Ilawe road. And because of the nature of this road, if you look around, it covers a very expansive watershed with some hills at the background. And so when it rains, the rain and the downpour from those hills flows down, and this particular point is the lowest point within this entire watershed. So the rain coming from Okeayoba, which is the governor's residence, the one coming from NTA, from GRA, which is behind us, from Adikaito, all of these flood waters, storm waters, gather themselves and come to this particular spot, which is the lowest point in this entire watershed. So what you have is this road is usually blocked, sometimes for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Traffic is at a standstill. People are at risk, motorcycles, children, they're at risk of being swept away by flood waters. And of course, you can see all the shops, the commercial activities around there. That's a church. These are shops. That is a petrol station. There is always the problem of stormwaters entering into their shops, destroying their properties, and causing damage to their goods, and also the structures are also threatened. And so that's the reason Mr. Governor designated this as one of the priority sites. It's one of the sites listed for intervention under the NUMA PIB, but because of the urgency of the situation at hand, the governor directly intervened with ecological funds from the state, and we did this project. As you can see, this is we have drainage of about 100 meters. We improved on the side drains from the road, but more importantly, we demolished the former culvert that was here and expanded it to a 3x2 meter culvert, and then the channel of about 115 to 120 meters, also 3x2 meter channel. What has happened as a result of that is that there is far less flooding on this road.
This is a demonstration of a government that listens. From the Adekaiton petrol station culvert on the Ado-Ilawe route to the Ilamoji Junction Zone 4 project, saving urban homes from flooding, and the Oriapata project restoring access. The evidence is on the ground. These projects are carefully curated and spread across the state. Critically, they translate directly into tangible economic value. At the Lamoji Junction project, for instance, some residents had abandoned their houses because of flooding. Now, people can return. They can build on plots that were abandoned. This isn't just about distributing cash. It's about creating long-term sustainable wealth for the people of Ekiti.
This project is a project that nobody in this avenue will ever forget. It all came as a sort of calamity. We were thinking we were going to evacuate this place. It was just an ordinary small stream. But when we experienced one devastating rain, that was 26th of June, 2025, it washed everything away, including the houses around this place. The other people along that streams, they could not access their homes any longer. So we have to cry to the government. We went all out to every offices. We were in the governor's office. We told him that he has to come here and save us because we were in trouble. But we want to appreciate Mr. Governor and his team for what they have done for us here. We are very grateful. I've never experienced it before. The change here, you can see it yourself physically. It is a physical something. It's not hidden at all. We are experiencing a new dimension here. In fact, we are now in a new town entirely. So the change, everybody is affected. You can see, you can now walk from here to the other end, from here to the other end. Bao has done a lot for us here. We are rejoicing. No campaign here, no campaign. We have seen it. This is what we want, and he has done it for us. When you get to him, tell him that those people that could not access their home before, they are now back. You can see, we park a car here. We can move from end to end here.
Mr. Governor, bow fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tán ṣe. Torí before, if you come here around last year June, gbogbo bí tẹ́ dúró sí ẹ ní lè dúró sí. Ibi tẹ́ mi gan fúnra mi dúró sí. Tẹ́ bá dúró sínú ẹ̀, wọ́n lè rórí yín lókè, wọ́n lè rórí mi lókè. Gbogbo bí báyìí ti lọ, gbogbo bí báyìí erosion yẹn ti mú délẹ̀. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè ní access láti gba bí báyìí. Even gan tójò bá ti ń rọ̀ báyìí, I will stand in the rain, started crying. Pé bo nìrànlọ́wọ́ ti lè wá
gbogbo ìgbà tí gbogbo kìíní ṣe àwọn èèyàn dúró síbẹ̀, people will be complaining pé àwọn eléyìí ti lọ, gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ò kì í dáhùn sáwọn èèyàn in time kìíní kan àwọn tó wà nígboro gan gómìnà dá sí wọn ká tó sọ pé ibi tó wà nìkan náà, but as God will have it, èmi as a person ìmọ̀ bí mo ṣe lè dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Mr. Governor torí by the time tádùúgbò dáhùn tó ṣe èmi fúnra personally mo ṣáàtì wọn ní WhatsApp first of his kind kéèyàn ṣáàtì Mr. Governor ní WhatsApp kó dẹ̀ dáhùn mi ìlú ẹ̀ Governor dáhùn wọ́n response sí messages tí mo send sí wọn ní WhatsApp October 1st nígbà tí màá gba message pé this place has been approved. In fact, inú mi dùn, ayọ̀ mi kún torí pé ìrètí ti pin lórí ọ̀nà yìí. Ìlàmójìzó Adó Èkìtì will forever be grateful to him.
We have been experiencing a lot of flood for many years. And it has caused a lot of problems because it made the roads unpassable for the residents here. But fortunately, in the last 2 months, we saw people from MAP that have started constructing rehabilitating and constructing the roads. And they have done a very excellent job. And it is a grace to us, so it's an opportunity because no community can even afford that when we are talking about the financial aspect of it, because the job was very solid and very okay, and has even saved us from another embarrassment, the problem of erosion that has caused a lot of gully eruptions. And we even felt it at our own side here, but with the intervention of the government, it has really saved us, and we are grateful.
Oreapata Gully project, and it shows the variety of intervention by the Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji administration. This is peculiar because the site is very close to a canal and it's access to community. It's an intervention that addressed access to community. When we came to scope this area, our primary target was to repair the culvert leading to this particular community. But after we started the project and the entire area was cleared, we saw a very deep gully here, a gully that was over 4 meters deep and up to 52 meters wide. Massive, huge, this particular gully is. And in settlements like this, once you disturb the soil profile around and a couple of rainfall events happen, what's going to happen is that gully would even expand beyond what you initially envisaged, and it's typically because of the soil profile. But we intervened and ensured that this gully was repaired, ensured that the concrete work was done, and also ensured that the community access to the community is restored.
The transformation did not take place in the capital city, Ado alone. It cuts across other parts of the state, like Odoji in Ekiti, where life existence was almost wiped away due to heavy flooding whenever it rained. But since the intervention with the ongoing dredging and channelization, succor has returned to the community.
Mo jẹ́ ọmọ bíbí Ìkọgòsì ní àdúgbò Odoji. Gbogbo àgbàrá tó ń ṣàn ní ìlú Ìkọgòsì àdúgbò yìí ló máa ń bá lọ. Àti nígbà ìgbà kan wà tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo àwa tá a wà ládùúgbò yìí tá a lọ bá kábíyèsí láti ràn wá lọ́wọ́ nítorí àgbàrá tó ń ṣàn bí. Ṣùgbọ́n pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run ní àsìkò báwọ̀ a rí pé wọ́n ṣe gudugudu méje láti lè rí pé gbogbo àwọn àgbàrá yẹ ó di nǹkan tí tán ṣe kọ́tà sí, tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo àwọn àgbàrá tó ń yọ wá lẹ́run ní agboolé kọ̀ọ̀kan ní àdúgbò yìí ó di pé ó wá sí òpin. Inú àwa tó dẹ̀ wà nínú àdúgbò yìí a mọ rírì iṣẹ́ tí báwo ṣe fún wa
Láti bí ọdún bí 5 sẹ́yìn báyìí ló ti yẹ kí n ti ṣe plọ́ọ̀tì mi yẹn tó jẹ́ pé mi ò rójú kò sí ọ̀nà ní máa ń ṣe ẹ̀rù ń bà mí torí omi pé kó mi má lọ gbé mi lọ ìgbà tí mo kọ́kọ́ mú àwọn kan tó fẹ́ bá mi ṣe concrete wọ́n ní màá ṣe pé á dìgì gan pé concrete ẹ̀ kó gbúdọ̀ ga Ọlọ́run báwo wá ni ṣùgbọ́n lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lọ Olódùmarè ló rán aláàánú sí mi tí mo fi ń ṣe mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn pé gan pàápàá nítorí wípé iṣẹ́ wọn kò ní dìṣẹ́.
We are almost at the end of the project now because we are almost at the 96% of the work, just remaining 4% to finish the whole work, and hopefully I believe on or before next weekend the project will come to an end.
In Emure Ekiti, Surulere Suburb Road to be precise, entrepreneurs who deal in palm oil production were almost bankrupt and out of business. Not for the swift move by Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, they would have been grounded.
Emure lẹ wà yìí, àwa ń fi àkókò ìdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́lá gómìnà wa pé a pè wọ́n sì dá wa lóhùn. Ìtorí ní kété tí a wá síbí ká wá ń wo gbogbo ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀, omi bá ti dé tójò bá ti dé nsìn àwọn ọmọ iléèwé wọn ò ní lè kọjá síbí, àwọn tó ń gbé apá òkè yìí wọn ò ní lè kọjá sápá òkè yìí, àwọn tó wà ní sáìdì bí wọn ò ní lè kọjá síbí báyìí. A sọ pé ilé pọ̀jù gbogbo ilé church omi á kó gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ, àwọn tó ń ṣe ẹ̀hìn epo àtàgbà àtẹ̀yìn wọn àgbàrá òjò á rú gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ. A dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí omi yalé kó gbé wa lọ ládùúgbò yìí. Inú mi dùn gidigidi o. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́lá gómìnà wa tọ́ka ń dú gómìnà o. Ọmọlúàbí ènìyàn ni o. A dẹ̀ pé ó sì dá wa lóhùn. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kó ṣe ìgbà kejì yìí fún a ṣe é ṣe fún. Àdúrà wa ní gbogbo àwa tó wà ní Emure, we are solely behind him.
Now, at Losoke, we are about 1.8 meters above
Yes.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Ó ti accommodate fún more volume of water.
Yes.
So gbogbo omi tó máa ń dágún síbi tẹ́lẹ̀ kò lè ráyè dágún mọ́. A kàn máa gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ bí tábà ti la bí ìsìn tá a la ilé gbogbo omi yẹn máa kọjá lábẹ́ bí ìsìn rẹ̀. Gbogbo ètò mi máa dágún síbi tẹ́lẹ̀ a lè rí yẹn mọ́ nísìn.
Táìmù kan wà tó yẹ pé omi bó ṣe gba gbogbo ibi gbogbo àgbá wa ẹ̀yìn wa gbogbo ẹ̀ ní àgbàrá rù lọ sínú kòkó náà tó yẹ pé àti ẹ̀rí bì kankan. Omi yẹn gbogbo bíi ló máa ń dé nígbà yẹn tójò bá ti rọ̀ gbogbo bíi a plum lọ débi chọ́ọ̀chì yẹn gan chọ́ọ̀chì tó wà ń bí yẹn tó yẹ kó wọ́n sá jáde but a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run nígbà tí iṣẹ́ ti wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ń sìn a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gómìnà wa fine ó ti wà òkè bá a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gómìnà wa pé a ké pè wọ́n sì dá wa lóhùn a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o.
What we are doing right now is to fill the road and compact it very well to the height of the new cover that is done, and we will have to do the drainages and then we have to rehabilitate this road and make it, because it's an asphalt road before. We have to scarify to fill it up. Right now, we are filling it back so that we do the road again and asphalt it back. Give or take, we need to do the drain. In the next 4 weeks, we should be done with this project.
While the Technical Advisor's Office provides strategic oversight, the execution on a massive scale falls to the Ekiti State Environmental Protection Agency, SEPA. Under this leadership, the agency has been tasked with a bold zero-tolerance mandate for flooding.
We do earth dredging of river courses. We do desiccation of drains, line drains, covered, and access slab. And on assumption of duty of Mr. Governor, around 2023, we did a 6 years development plan. That is, our intention is that under the present administration, we want to record zero occurrence of flood within Ekiti State. Between 2023 February and now, the state government has committed an amount not less than 2 billion to hard dredging of river courses in 12 local governments.
From the strategic vision of the Green Economy Office to the underground execution by SEPA, the Ekiti State government under Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji is proving a powerful point by judiciously managing federal ecological funds, honoring its counterparts' commitments in full, and investing with courage in projects that protect the most vulnerable. They are building a legacy of resilience. It is a legacy built not for the cameras, but for the people. For Ekiti, the future is not just green. It is secure. It is prosperous. And it is now.
A responsive government will always enjoy the confidence and cooperation of the people. This symbiotic relationship births a society where mutual trust, peace, and shared prosperity become commonplace. That's the story of Ekiti under the leadership of Governor Biodun Oyebanji. It is a new deal in responsive and responsible governance. There is more to come, but this is where we draw the curtains this week on the program. Remember, you can watch this episode and previous editions on our social media platforms showing on your screen. Don't forget to give us your feedback through the same channels. Thanks for watching. See you again next time. Goodbye.
ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì wojúre ilẹ̀ yìí ilẹ̀ ẹ̀yà lèkìtì yìí ṣe ó yẹ báyìí mọ̀ tó kọ́ yìí gbìyànjú sílẹ̀ ká mú bàrún olèkìtì.